Good morning, everyone. My name is Rabbi Uri Lester, Director of Pastoral Care here at Gorin Jewish Nursing and Rehab. I hope everyone had a wonderful week, enjoying the nice, wonderful summer weather as we continue our virtual Oneg Shabbat series for those who cannot come and make it in person. But we do have Oneg Shabbat every Friday morning, 10:45 in the Rainbow Room. We'll begin our Oneg Shabbat the way we always begin, by singing the song of Shalom Aleichem, welcoming the Shabbat angels into our homes this Friday evening. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaShoreis, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaShoreis, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Ni l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Ni l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Teizchem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Teizchem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. This week, Torah's portion is Parshas Shoftim. And it's a very interesting parsha. The portion talks a lot about financial obligations and financial laws. It begins with the laws of the judges to make sure that the judges do the right thing, make sure that there are certain precedents that are in place to ensure that everyone will have a proper judgment and bribery is not in place. There's many, many details about the court system. And although this may seem a little bit mundane, the Torah is supposed to be a lofty reading and holy scriptures, why are we spending so much time talking about courts and monetary issues and money? But part of the lesson behind is to understand that everything in our life has to reflect actions which are the way God would want us to act. That refers to praying when we're supposed to be praying and doing other religious obligations. But even everyday things like business and being fair in business and doing the right thing in business are also all part of the Torah, all part of God's plan. And the fact that the Torah goes out of its way, spends many verses discussing specifically about how to judge a case and don't favor one person over the other, even if one person has a little more money than the other person, or the opposite. Maybe two people come in and one person you could tell he's poor, so you feel bad for him. You want to have a little bit of mercy on him. So you want to give him the upper hand. You can't do that either. You have to always be fair across the board, because that's really the way God wants us to act towards each other and towards him. It's always fair. Nothing should be done haphazardly without any thoughts behind it. So the reason why, specifically over here, many, many laws and details are said about the court system and the judges to show us that there's nothing that is beneath God. We could be arguing about $5. Do I owe you the $5? Do I not owe you the $5? We both found the $5 bill. There's a way to approach every situation and to do the right thing. We'll now continue with the singing of Lechadodi, the song we sing Friday night, written by the great Rabbi of Shlomo Alkabetz in the late 1400s. Lechadodi lekras kala pnei Shabbos nekabela lechadodi lekras kala pnei Shabbos nekabela Shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad Hishmiyanu kel hamyuchad Hashem echad Ushmaho yachad L'shemo seferes v'lesilah Chadodi l'kras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela L'kras Shabbos l'chuven elcha Ki hi mekor haberacha Meirosh mikedem nesucha Sov ma'aseh b'machshavot chila Lechadodi l'kras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela Mikdash melech Ir melucha kumitzi mitoch ha'afecha Rav loch shevet b'yemekabocha V'hu yachamol alayichem la'lechadodi l'kras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela Hisnari me'afar kumi Livshi bigdei sefartei chami Al yad ben yishai beis halachmi Karva el nafshi gi yahala lechadodi l'kras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela Hisahoreri Ki v'horechu miyori Uri shir daberi Kavod Hashem alayich nigla Lechadodi l'kras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela V'hayu l'mshisa shahosayich V'rachaku kameh v'halayich Yosis alayich elokayich Kim sozcha sanal kala Lechadodi l'kras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela Yamin u'smal Tifrotzi V'yes Hashem Taritzi Al yad ben yishai beis halachmi Karva el nafshi giyala lecha Dodi l'kras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela Bawi b'shalom Atares ba'ala Gamberina ovitzahala Tochem uneyam segula Bawi kala Lechadodi l'kras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela. Today, Friday, is actually the first day of the new month, the month of Elul. It's Rosh Chodesh Elul, which is a small holiday. In the times of the temple, they would bring extra sacrifices on this day to celebrate the fact that it's a new month. And not only is this a new month, it's the last month of the year, which means a lot. It means that in 30 days from now will be Rosh Hashanah, the new year, where God will decide how our year will be. And we, of course, have the mitzvot, the commandments of Rosh Hashanah, blowing the shofar, listening to the sounds of the shofar. And we have the customs, dipping apples and honey, and eating other sweet fruits and foods. But before we get into that, just understanding the fact that it's the last month of the year is something which is very important to all of us. There once was a story where there was a great soldier in the army who one day became drunk. And he was walking around drunk, and his general came to him and said, "Hey, in the name of our country, we'll just call it the United States, in the name of the U.S., please, soldier, stand firm." And the soldier, being drunk, just walked around, didn't pay attention. And he said it 1, 2, 3 times. So finally the soldier said to him, in the name of, and he mentioned the president's name, in the name of President, whatever his name is, we'll just call it, in the name of the president, soldier, stand still. But the soldier didn't listen, because of course he was drunk. He couldn't stand still. So the other soldier went and he pushed him down and he gave him a good smack. So afterwards they went to the court and he said to the judge, the drunk said to the judge, "Listen, it's not my fault, I was drunk. I couldn't stand still. He didn't have to hit me, he didn't have to smack me." And the general said, "Listen, when I said it in the name of the general, he didn't do anything. But when I invoked the name of the president, when you say the president's name of the country, the leader, at that point he has to sober up. Even though he's not feeling it, even though it may be hard, when you hear something of great importance, like the great leader, our great president, the person has to sober up a little bit." And that's a parable which is said at this time of year. It's the end of the year. Some of us, we're not thinking so much about what's going on in our life. We're just living day by day. But it comes to a point at the end of the year, a little bit we have to think about what's important to us, what's important in our lives. And if we do that, we prepare over the next month for the new year, God will grant us a happy and sweet new year. We're now finished with the singing of Adon Olam. Adon Olam Asher Malach B'Terem Kol Yitzir Nivra Li'es Nasa B'Chevso Kol Azai Mehelech Shemo Nikra V'Yacharei Kechlos HaKol Levahado Yimloch Nora V'Haya V'Hoveh V'Yiyeh B'Sifara V'Hu Echad V'Yein Sheni Hamshilo Lehachvira V'li Reishis V'li Sachlis V'lo Hod V'Hamizra V'Hu Keli V'Chai Goali V'Tzor Chevli V'Yes Nasa V'Hu Nisi Umanosli Minas Kosi B'Yom Ekra B'Yahado Avkid Ruchi V'Yes Ishan V'Yahira V'Yem Ruchi G'V'Yasi Ado Shemli V'Lo V'Ira. And have a happy and healthy week, a great weekend, a great Shabbat. We'll see everybody next week.